Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is so good to be back, and I'm so excited to be giving you guys more content, and most importantly consistent content this time. And thank you so much for all the DMs, all the well wishes. I did let you guys know that I wasn't feeling well last week. I was really under the weather, but I am back this week, and I'm feeling better, which is really awesome, so I can truly give you guys some super more content. So it is no secret that in this day and age you literally need more than one stream of income to literally make a living, or just to maintain the lifestyle that you need, mainly because things have gotten more expensive and sometimes we just need a little bit more money. So I figured, why not do a little video where I share with you guys my 5 top side hustles that I think that are super practical in where our country, South Africa, is, or I think generally in Africa. And so if you are interested in different side hustles that you can try this year, or maybe try and implement by yourself or with a couple of friends, please be sure to tune into this video. And one of the most biggest things, which is mind-blowing for me about side hustles, that usually majority of side hustles that are run perfectly, properly, and to the brim, they actually end up becoming full-time businesses that people end up leaving their jobs to actually starting that side hustle, mainly because it's making you money, it is booming, and you're doing what you need to do. So that is important to remember about side hustles, that sometimes it's not only a side hustle, but it is actually a business that you are starting that actually begins as a side hustle. Most of my businesses that I've started began as side hustles until I had to leave the corporate to then carry on into my business. So that is something to consider. Number 1 is hairstyling, plaiting, or braiding. You can basically start this around your community, around your family, around people that actually know you, and make money. If you've got the skill, if you can style people's hair, if you can plait, if you can braid, and I think I know a number of people can do that, but start offering that as a service to your biggest circle right now, so that you can actually start making a bit of money. So when I was in high school years ago, this is something that I actually used to do quite a lot, to a point where I almost actually opened a salon when I was in high school, and I was so busy during weekends, mainly because I was doing people's hair. And it just started with my family, and then my sister, and then the community and everyone else, and I could make a bit of money from that. So it's definitely a side hustle that you need to start looking into, especially now that a lot of people are embracing more of their natural hair. They're embracing more protective hairstyles, they're embracing more plaits, more straight ups, more braids, and whatever the case is. So it's definitely something you want to start getting into if you have the skill, and if it's something that you are definitely passionate about, or you're pretty but you know how to do. So it's definitely a good one. Number 2 is tutoring. So this goes out for each and every single person that is watching this video that is an academic. So you are basically good in a subject. It's either primary level, high school level, or tertiary level. But if you are good in a particular subject that you really excel in, that just makes sense to you, that you studied and it was super awesome for you, you could basically start teaching other people that subjects that are struggling with it. There are a lot of people in high school that are struggling with it. There are a lot of people in primary school that are struggling with other subjects, and you can just start by doing that, by tutoring people on an hourly basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, whatever the case is that works for you. But this is something that I've started seeing a lot of people doing, mainly because now people are going for different educational systems, and whatever the case is, you can actually use that as an opportunity for yourself to start tutoring people and start giving extra lessons to children. The important thing to actually know about this is you can actually go to schools, and they could actually give you the support that you need, in the sense that when you approach a school and you let them know that this is what you tutor, they can put you as part of their database, so that they can let their parents and the children of the school know that if a child is struggling with a certain subject, you would be the go-to person for that. So it's something to definitely look into. And side hustle number 3 is cleaning. I know I think this basically depends on where you are in life and how far you really want the money. However, I do know a lady who's got a full-time job, who spends most of her weekends cleaning in people's homes. And what happens is she gets contracted to different people's homes to clean on a fortnight basis, in the sense that she goes there on a bi-weekly basis to clean people's houses, because these people don't necessarily need a helper, but they need someone that's going to come in once a week or once in 2 weeks to actually do a lot of spring cleaning around the house. So she's got different homes where out of 4 weekends a month, she's fully booked. But now what you also need to understand with something like that is, when you create a system for your side hustle, it is important to realize that you can actually start building it up as a big business. Because let's say, for instance, for one thing I know for sure is, when she's not available or she can't do, if you refer her to someone else and she's not available, she will get somebody that she knows, that she trusts, that does something similar to fill in for her. So that means that you pay her and she pays that person. Do you guys see that this lady is actually starting a cleaning company, but like on the down low, and using it to feed her kids and to make a little bit more extra money? So if you're a student or whatever the case is, but you've got the time and you've got the resources, you are more than welcome to actually start doing it. And the most important thing I'll always say again is you start with your family, you start with people that are close to you, and that's how you slowly start marketing the side hustle. Number 4 is starting a YouTube channel. Guys, I am going to repeat. Starting a YouTube channel is a form of a side hustle. If you have a skill, if you have an opinion, a perspective, whatever the case is, DIY, you can definitely start a YouTube channel to make extra income. It's like people are starting YouTube channels for everything. Have you heard the saying, it's like everyone has a YouTube channel lately? Because that's what it is. People are starting YouTube channels to teach you how to plait hair. People are starting YouTube channels to tutor people. People are starting YouTube channels to teach you how to cook, to show you how they cook, whatever the case is. But starting a YouTube channel can be a form of an extra income. Now, I will tell you this because I've recently been monetized, and I don't know if you've been watching most of my videos, you will see that as you watch the videos, there's ads in between. YouTubers get paid with the ads that you guys watch. So when you see an ad on the video and you watch it, the YouTubers get paid. So that's how YouTubers make most of their money. I've been monetized. It's been quite an interesting journey, kind of learning how you can actually make quite a bit of money with YouTube. And for me, it's been super important. On that note, if you are interested in really kind of knowing more of my YouTube journey, the monetization, making money, and the whole thing, let me know in the description bar below. And I think I would definitely it would actually be quite interesting for me to kind of fill you guys in on like the actual numbers, how the monetization process works, and how you can actually start making money. But if you've got a skill, you like the camera, you think you would really be good at it, or you can just start learning, starting a YouTube channel would absolutely be ideal for you. And you do not need a camera, you do not need anything fancy, you literally just need a cell phone. When I started shooting my content through my cell phone. To this day, I've been making money off YouTube really through making all the content on my cell phone and really just transferring it to an app that I use to edit, and then I make money. But as time goes, it's easier for you to start developing that. Number 5 is buying and selling. In America, this is something that they call flipping. So what flipping is, you basically go to a wholesaler, you buy stuff at a certain price, and you sell it to other people at a certain price. Now, this is super important, and I've seen a lot of people do this, and a lot of people will talk about what they call them Instagram boutiques, in a sense that these are people that know that basically in South Africa, not everyone wants to shop online. Not everybody trusts all these online sites. So what they do is they become the middleman for you, and they shop all those things at like a super cheap price, and they sell it to you at a super high medium price. Regardless the fact that a lot of people have been complaining about it, the fact is they are still making the money. The fact is they are a more trusted source because they are right in South Africa, they are closer to you, their delivery process is a bit more quicker, and you don't have to go through the hassles of possibly putting in your banking details or whatever the case is, especially if you're not too well informed in online shopping. So this is something super cool that you can definitely try. However, I've seen this in South Africa as an extension to something else, in the sense that people are getting more, I wouldn't even call it flipping, but it's more like buying and selling, where people are going for Avon. There is a term for it, I just don't remember what it's called, but people will buy Avon products and then they sell them, then they make a certain percentage of the product, like Herbalife, like Justine. There's a lot of stuff that people are doing. That is also a great source of income as far as getting a side hustle is concerned, mainly because you're buying these things and you're making a profit out of them. Because if you buy them at like 50 Rand and you sell it at 70, you are basically making a certain percentage of the product, which is something important. And as a side hustle, I definitely think that you need to actually try, especially if you've got a busy schedule, because for something like that, it's something that you can sell on your WhatsApp, it's something you can sell on your social media platforms or whatever the case is, but it's definitely something you can get into that is easy to manage. Now, with all the buzz of starting a side hustle and with all the options that I've given you in this video, it is important for you to remember 2 things. And number 1 is a side hustle shouldn't be something that is going to take you away from your job or going to be so distractive. It is something that you need to make sure that you're able to manage. It is something that you need to make sure that even though you are making the extra income, it is something that you can easily manage while you're at the office or while you're at your job. And number 2, make it realistic to the community and the people that you're willing to serve. For instance, if the word out is that, you know, nannies are not treating the children okay, and the babysitting industry is a bit shaky. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense for you to actually start being a babysitter as a side hustle. If you get that, study the climate and study where you are, and then figure out how best can you serve. There is so many other side hustles that you can start, like building websites, doing graphic designing. Whatever skill you have, you can always put that as a side hustle, and you can always start with the people that are within you. And with that said, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video and that it has been super informative for you. Again, if you are interested in my YouTube journey as far as monetization, views, whatever the cases you want to know from, I think, an African or slash South African perspective, please do let me know on the description bar button if you've got any questions regarding YouTube. I think more than anything, I am super more than open to share with you guys how far my journey has been, monetization, how much money I've been making, how I've been making that money. So yeah, let me know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Mwah!